What's up YouTube, I'm Choctopus. In today's video we're going to be talking about the rumor that is floating around about the second DLC character that is coming to the Smash Ultimate roster, whether or not I think it's credible and whether or not I think it's possible. As always, if you are new to the channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button, especially if you like Smash, because we're going to be doing a whole lot of it. So with the announcement of Joker from Persona 5 coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as the first DLC fighter, well, actually, he's the first DLC fighter as part of the Fighter's Pass, and I'm saying that because I know someone in the comment section is going to be like, well, actually, Piranha Plant is technically the first DLC. Yeah, we know. But the announcement was made at the Game Awards, and prior to that, at the final Smash Direct, Sakurai stated that we would be getting 5 mystery DLC fighters that they didn't select yet, but now have been selected, you know, as stated by Sakurai in a tweet, as part of a Fighter's Pass or individually. It was officially announced that we would be getting Joker from Persona 5 as the first fighter, and with that out of the way, people are beginning to speculate as to who the second character is going to be. Now, we know a couple things. We know that, 1, Nintendo has chosen the DLC. 2, the DLC has already been chosen. 3, in recent interviews, Reggie has stated that characters as DLC will be from unrepresented series. And 4, that the characters will be popular as following suit of Joker from Persona 5. So the recent leak or rumor that is swirling about is from a website called 5channel. Now, I personally have never heard of them. I don't know how credible the leaks are, so take this with a grain of salt. But the leak states, in a translation, that the next DLC fighter will be Erdrick from the Dragon Quest series. Now, I think he's from Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3. I've personally never played a Dragon Quest series, or a Dragon Quest game, but I know how wildly popular Dragon Quest is, especially in Japan, where it's more popular than Final Fantasy, whereas in the West, Final Fantasy is more popular than Dragon Quest. But regardless of that, I 1000% think a Dragon Quest rep is possible. I know I've had different predictions in previous videos, but that's only because there's so many options and so many possibilities for characters that can join the roster. Especially after what happened with Smash 4, anything is possible. But the Dragon Quest series has history. It basically invented... It didn't basically invent, it invented the JRPG. In fact, I think the series has its own holiday in Japan. But regardless of that, the purpose of this video isn't so much that's what the leak says, so it must be true. It's more to talk about why the possibility of a Dragon Quest character is very, very high. With the first one being the popularity of the series. The second reason is more about Square Enix's involvement in the Super Smash Bros. Series. Going back to Smash 4, Cloud was a DLC fighter, whereas in Smash 5, or Smash Ultimate, he is part of the base roster. Now, I don't know the terms of the deal, I'm not going to assume that I do, but let's just say that Square Enix was receiving residuals based on the number of downloads of Cloud in Smash 4, whereas in Smash Ultimate, Nintendo may have had to pay a licensing fee, and now Square Enix is probably eager for the opportunity to add another rep to the series, because they're going to continue to want those residuals, especially with the way that Smash Ultimate pre-sold, the way it is selling, and the way it will continue to sell. Let's go back to the Vergabin leaks for a second. Now, I'm neither saying here nor there that, you know, he was right, he was wrong, but Vergabin, since the beginning, for those of you who are unfamiliar, he's a pretty credible leaker in the community, has been saying that we would not only see a Square Enix rep as one of the 5 DLC, but the possibility that that Square Enix rep could be someone from Dragon Quest, whether it's Erdrick, or Slime, or another iconic character, or whoever it is. Now, a lot of people feel like he has been disproven since Joker was announced, because it didn't exactly match up with everything that he's saying, but I do think it's possible for him to be partially right, especially with all the things in the past that he's been right about. The third reason that I do think a character like Erdrick is possible is because of the possibility of the moveset. Now, like I said, Dragon Quest is a JRPG, so within games like that, You have different sets of armor and weapons and spells and all types of things that you can use for a character's moveset. I do think if we get a character like Erdrick, they're going to follow suit similar to Simon and Richter from Castlevania, where they have crosses to throw and they have whips and holy water, and they have an assortment of items that they can choose from, and I do think that'll be the case if we do get Erdrick or another similar character. Now, the final supporting argument is that Nintendo is a business, and at the end of the day, they're going to do what's best for their business. Now, I firmly believe that we will see Persona 5 in some port, shape, or form coming to the Switch in 2019, and that could be a possible reason for the inclusion of Joker, because they're going to want to promote it to get sales up. Now, in the case of Dragon Quest, like I said, it's more popular in Japan, but not as popular in the West, where Final Fantasy is more popular here, but not as popular as Dragon Quest in Japan. So it could be for the potential of overseas spread, considering the titles that they have available on the Switch, and maybe there are more to come, and they're going to want to increase sales. That may not be the answer that everyone wants to hear, because, people like myself are on the what about Geno train, where we know that it may never happen, but, we are holding on to that glimmer of hope that Square Enix rep is going to be the character who appeared in one game that was a cult classic and maybe only made 1 or 2 appearances as cameos since. It's hard to say, and really all we can do is speculate, because we don't know. Nobody knows. There's a couple people that know. The heads at Nintendo know, Sakurai knows, and the people that are working on the game know, but until there's official announcements, all we can do is speculate as to who we're going to get. But let me know in the comment section, what do you think about the potential of Erdrick being a character in Smash? Who would you prefer if you had the option to pick another Square Enix character? I know a lot of people are going to say Geno, and myself, I'm on the Geno train, but I'm starting to lose some hope, because I don't see it. Like, I maybe saw it at the beginning, but after all these interviews with Reggie and all this evidence that is coming up, it just doesn't seem like Geno is going to be included past his spirit form. Now, just to wrap up here, some additional details in regards to Erdrick being the next DLC character is that Erdrick's stage would be Alefgard, and Erdrick would be selectable in both male and female form with different colors for each one. I'm guessing similar to how Corrin operates, where you can select Corrin as male or female. Slime would appear on screen with a skill. We don't know if that would be an attack, a special move, or a final smash. Now, like I said, this is all speculation. We don't know anything, and we probably won't know for a couple months. I'm assuming Nintendo is going to be tight-lipped on who's coming, at least until after we see more from Joker, or until Joker's released. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, but feel free to weigh in the comments section below. What do you think about Erdrick coming to the roster? Do you think it's credible? Do you think it's possible? Who would you rather see? Because I know a lot of people are going to say Geno, but Square Enix has so mmany other possibilities. If you want to get someone else from Final Fantasy, I think Sephiroth is also another great option to complement Cloud. You have Lara Croft. There's so many options. But as we learn more, I will be sure to keep you guys in the loop and have some healthy discussions. But until then, feel free to follow me on social media, where I am actively talking about Smash like it's my life. I have a Discord channel. Feel free to join that. Links in the description below. It's gotten pretty packed lately, and shout out to everyone that actively participates in the Discord channel. We've been playing some games together. It's been a lot of fun. I know I've been talking about streaming a lot lately, but I promise I'm working on some pretty cool new things, and streaming is one of them, at least consistent streaming. That's why I haven't really touched World of Light yet, because that's where I intend to kind of go through it, so you guys can come hang out with me. But if you want to follow me on Twitch, my Twitch link's also in the description below. Feel free to go give me a follow. This way you get notifications when I go live. But thanks for watching this video. Have an awesome day, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.